further delay, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to Asia Minor? That is the question, and we're gonna figure that out. Knife has played, sides have been decided, Juan and Co directly pushing through. A simple story, you could say, and that is as simple as you would expect. Tommy is getting caught mid-process, and NASR seems to be falling apart in round number 1. I mean, there was something to discuss about, but in the meantime, we saw quadruple OT happen on Nuke. It could have been FFA Mix anytime winning those very tight situations they got into, and maybe they're the ones who right now secure a victory against the team of NASR. Around where hardly anything happens, you can just review what happened previously. This 2 got double overtime. FFA Mix took it, though it took a lot of time. Was their pick. Nuke. It was back then. No other team than NASR getting into the 15th round with a 15-12 lead. 15-12 sounds promising. Couldn't finish it. Ever since, we saw an additional 18 rounds being played to decide that FFA Mix are going to struggle. Sad story for them. And a man to always point out on both sides is, first of all, Flatru. Outstanding player from Kosovo with an ADR over 48 rounds of 104. That's absolutely outstanding. Let's see. Japsico, oh my goodness, what an aggression. They're just running them over. This is just the hit and run scenario. And NASR asking themselves, hold on. And this is so obscure. Remember how FFA played the T side on Nuke? Extremely slow, waiting it out, and hoping that their opponent is running sort of into them. On Inferno, it is the left lane on the Autobahn. They got a new Porsche 911, and they're hitting the paddle as much as possible until they hit the 300 kilometers an hour. They're just going full speed, and nobody is allowed to stand in their way. NASR got a save with 3 players who are not even able to intervene. Problem is, those highly aggressive playstyles, they only pay off until a certain degree. Why? Well, the simple thing, the thing is, the matter of fact, NASR will at one point realize it and can just adapt perfectly to it. I cannot imagine they will not be able to adapt to it, really. So that's the matter of fact to point out in my eyes, that you see such a team starting to, I mean, bamboozle their opponent to some degree, that they think, okay, they're not going to be doing that again. They're not going to play that aggressive. And at one point, now it's going to be like, okay, you know, we're just waiting that out. I don't even care if we I don't even care what we're about to do here. We just rather wait this out. And it's so understandable. Now, though, let's see how this one will go. Because, very honestly, I can only imagine that FFA do this like 1 or 2 more times where they highly aggress their opponent. Now there's a buy on NASR again, and now I can imagine that this is going to be repeated. Now my brain does not allow to imagine this is going to go their favor. Again, with that sort of strategy. Remember, just pushing middle in the first 15 seconds. Nobody was allowed to stand in their way. As they come, brilliantly done. Nami is taking down Japs, and you see the aggression being denied to some degree. FFA makes considered, fuck it, we're doing it again, and then something like this happens. Though, it's still funny how much they can get away with it. There's not like a nade sort of bombardment, because obviously NASR didn't have the money. The problem is Kazoo, and the molly in the hands of Zero. Does it come in? Kazoo's doing such an important thing if he moves back. That one molly though. And I bag them to throw it. There it goes. Kazoo has to move out. He still finds a kill, and that's already disgusting. And the good thing is Flatroot is getting a lot of audio information with that. He only heard one player rotate away. Now he knows somebody's nearby. He could just wait it out for one of his teammates to swing wide with it. Makes it work on 2-1. The op strikes. Don't run into the op is, I think, a classic in Counter-Strike. I don't believe anybody is not believing in that. In the meantime, he's found. That's brilliant teamwork coming in. Zero Cool does not hear Kit Kat because he's still too far away. Kit Kat, this is like hitting the apex on the Nürburgring. You gotta really perfection it. Perfectioning it, that's so important. Sees the first, Black Eagle knows. And you're under massive pressure by now. If they swing wide together, it works. And it does work indeed. 5-0 it is. As always, got a chat open, I can read that. I think his game casting would be more fun if he had a partner. Yeah, I mean, that's normally the case. I enjoyed a lot to cast with somebody else. Always a great conversation. And yes, a rally car driver making car references. I do that a lot more, actually. I just didn't do any today. I don't know why. I forgot about it, or something like that. Opportunity to go to a 6. That would be a dominant start. I mean, an outstanding start, more likely. Oof, and disgusting damage. There it goes. Trying to address the site should work brilliantly. As I say it, a deagle takes too much. Okay then. I mean, they're both coming from Banana. And CT, I mean, there's the first frag found. Now, Nami shouldn't be able to do too much more. You never know, though. Spams through. This This was one of the weirdest plays again. Fletcher had no reason to peek out. Like, legit no reason. As one player, 60 loss, as said. Wait to now one out. Meanwhile, don't forget to check out GGBet, your place to go for all the good betting stuff, of course. But as seen, 6-0 is the case. And NASR takes a lot of time. I mean, the thing is, for me personally, as written in the chat, did NASR win the last map? Yes, they did. The problem for me personally is that when you win this map, when you win your own map pick over a part of Nuke, which is already such a highly team-based map where you would expect that mixes actually struggle, you take that one in quadruple overtime. That is shocking. That is shocking to me. As there are 60 seconds delay, how is this Gamecaster doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just a little tired, but otherwise, I would say I'm doing good. Yes, I'm looking forward after this game to watch the race highlights of Monaco, to play some CS, to go to sleep, all of that. Now we're waiting a long time for the 60 seconds. Pardon for the 60% loss to fade. It's very nice to have you here. 2 minutes left on break, by the way. One thing I didn't understand, that if you watched the, what was it, the, brain. If you watched the race of Monaco and saw the incident of Max Verstappen, where he was trying to push Bottas into the wall in the pit lane, and people complained about that punishment, I was very confused. I know only Formula 1 people understand that, but it was just freaking insane how people complain. I'm sorry, it's, you know, it's weird. Are you casting our Oceania StarLadder matches this weekend? I'm gonna cast a lot. I'm gonna cast a lot of Counter-Strike on StarLadder in the next few weeks. Pretty much every closed qualifier coming your way. So you're gonna hear my voice a lot. I can promise you that. That's the thing. I can promise you that. And we're heading back into it. FFA mix with nothing else than a brilliant, outstanding lead. And if they're gonna dominate NASR or not, that is the question. Because very honestly, it could be pretty much there. FFA mix plays a very unique style of CS. Now they fall back after they got the one frag. It's a very smart move. Nami. This is debatable. Nobody checking with him on the other side. I mean, only focusing on one position is understandable, but then having nobody on your back is weird. That, oh no, Breaker. How is he not that? The nade though should seal the deal. No, what? He didn't die to the nade. Havoc at the same time. Should be now in trouble and back on the side. Oh, Eagle with 2 frags by the book. And that 2K must turn into a triple. Breaker still left on the side. Nobody has identified him. How can he not be called out? This is unbelievable CS. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. No words can describe that. No words can describe that. Matter of fact that nobody calls the guy back on site who was back in the corner, shot down to 13 HP. I'm not quite sure if anyone thought like there was another player who was already taken down to be the one on the site, but jeez. I mean, Stroll, we don't need to talk about Stroll. Sorry, just getting from Counter-Strike to F1. Lance Stroll, it's still a wonder that this guy is racing in F1. I think there was a video I saw recommended on YouTube saying why a Lance Stroll deserves a seat in Formula 1. And I was like, in the Formula 1 game? Or what are you talking about? Anyway, we still have a loss problem coming in. NASR's going to take the break for the opponent, which is very kind, so you can all say thanks to NASR. I think an admin has to be called anytime soon. So as this game didn't take long enough, we have another technical issue coming in. Stroll is just because of his father. Yeah, it's somewhat true, unfortunately. And there, he's back. Welcome back, Japs. Nice to see you. Let's hope loss is fixed. His dad owns. I know he was owning Racing Point. I know. But I'm still not happy about his position in the Formula One. Nevertheless, NASR. I'm sorry. Just we need to restart 6-1. Japs get no money, and that is true. No armor, no AK. He got bamboozled. Now we need to wait for the admin indeed to rerun the start of the previous round for things turn sour. If you're wondering, what is this all about? This is the Asia Minor MENA Closed Qualifier. MENA stands for Middle East, and I think NA in MENA stands for North Africa. Only logical explanation to me. And the Asia Minor already saw its first team advance. That was Alpha Red to make it through. And if you're wondering, invited to this were FFA Mix, NASR, NOM, and Portal. Only two out of the 4 invited teams made it into the final, of course, logically. And during the open qualifier stage, we saw different teams trying to make it through. And Ramadan Peak made it through. Let's see, it's the squad of Spotnet renamed themselves, so on and so on. But we're live, and we're good. So what do I think is going to qualify? I can't call it. I really can't call it, because this can turn so much around so easily once NASR gets an understanding of FFA Mix. And besides that, how good is FFA Mix going to play the CT side? Too many indicators where no statistics are on it. Besides that, oh no, only 1 frag. This can't be happening. Only 1 frag, and Havoc can't even use a shotgun right. The bomb dropped, and Nate's to be dropped as well. He can pass and unbelievably getting the bomb down. FFA Mix. This could be their round, but very unrealistically speaking. In the meantime, Flatcher with 1. Flatcher taking way too long. The second is though a gift. Now, it's patience. First tap. Pushes on side too early. Nami tries his best. And there it goes. Second round for NASR. The CT side, though, economically not looking too great. And as you see, Japs and his crew they're the lads who are still up by 4 points. This round specifically is, I mean, somewhat of a fundament of success. There comes the CT smoke. Oh, good night, Nami. Molo is going to take him down, quickly arrive on the site. This is already obliteration. NASR with a bomb down, a man advantage, and seeing an opponent with not the best equipment. So time is their friend, pressure is not on them. And this is getting fired up, as NASR is looking for just to get an entry on the site. The spray down is so brilliant. Sinnoh is hoping, praying, and getting a kill. The majority of FFA Mix stay alive. Look at the money from NASR. Not very promising indeed. And so buying down to 2k would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? I'm very happy to see NASR not buy into this. I mean, it's a usual thing, don't get me wrong. By the way, full losing bonus comes in the next round, so Nami's going to be rich as hell, getting 7k out for him. 3,400 plus 3,600 at this point in time should be 7,050 to be very accurate. And FFA mix could just gain the half. I mean, there should be no mistake happening. Let's say it like that. But never say never, as I learned in this game. An easy frag coming in from flat route. Short gonna be taken. Oh, the pistol surprisingly, well, successful. And in the meantime, Seven was taken pretty much the B side on his own. Then with ease, Havoc is the only real threat and danger, but eliminated in a matter of seconds. Quickly taking a look at the scoreboards. It's not looking good at all over there in NASR. Whilst Flatru is leading with 14 frags for his team and an ADR of 153. Absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. I mean, there's no words for that. Again, though, NASR on a bye. AWP in the hands of Nami. NASR can now gain at least. I mean, at least they can slam the brakes, right, and bring the inline 5 to a stop. Japs, by the way, once more with major lags. The man who we earlier saw to have been called a timeout for, but now loss seems to be gone again. The B-side aggression that fully fails. That bomb standing in front of Banana, and NASR might be the team to now take another round due to the early control they have gained. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Strikes quite well. I mean, the A side is somewhat vulnerable at this point. It comes down to Assassino. Both are pretty much lining up. Gets the first, second is a gift. Oh, and take a look now at the HP. NASR, he didn't look too brilliant. Sorry, they looked brilliant at the beginning of this round. So Japs is waiting it out together with his teammate. We see no kit, by the way, and so the save is initiated. NASR bringing 2 through. And that's the 9th round. It's unbelievable. Absolutely outstanding. No doubt about it. And the thing is, NASR, surely they have the 2 ops, and KitKat could drop an AUG, for example. Nami, maybe a FAMAS, then there would be a full equip coming in. 1 op dropped. Switcheroo. AUG, FAMAS, brilliant as expected. Now, can NASR once more shut down a system? Pardon, wrong way around. If FFA mix can once more demolish their opponent. It's getting a little late there, I imagine. It's getting a bit problematic. I think they're just 1 hour ahead of Central Europe. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Don't know yet. Nevertheless, FFA mix is not really known for tactical finesse. They always hit the right spot, though. Magically. And now, the CTs are the ones who wait patiently and extremely defensively on the site. Big threat is Nami, waiting for the flashbang to come in. The Molotov forces one player back, And now the B site's somewhat under attack. In the meantime, Nami is the perfect supporter. Weird that no flashbang or something like that has been thrown. But in the end, their decision. And Japs is just waiting for the right timing. Another flash to come in. Japs reacts brilliantly, but this is a shutdown. The Eagle should not land. There it goes. The Eagle will not land. NASR with a third, finally. And now, let's take a look if this T site is going to prevail. Because the problem that's going to occur, right, is FFA Mix, in case of losing this round, will not have the best money in their bank account. Therefore, the struggle is real to get another round so easily, so early on. 9-3 it is, 10 it could be. And that Nate's... That's a yikes for Sinnoh. Where will NASR go with this? And this is what I said in the beginning. The matter of fact that FFA Mix from full speed left lane autobahn went to rather take it slow. Because it makes a lot of sense. You can't just always go with this full aggression, because at one point, all right, I know you're coming this way is going to be the call from NASR. So they realized it quite early on. And now they push through. Molly bouncing just to the wrong side. Everybody's going to die to that one. Spray is looking so good. And this is so unfortunate because the Molotov towards Coffins, it failed entirely. It failed massively. And Black Eagle, for him to turn this one around, it would be a miracle. But never say never. Works to some time. In this situation, the Eagle is going to fall down. 4-9. Ah, very mixed economy for the FFA Mix site. And let's take a look at it. NASR, the lads who now just want to finally deny the double digits, they'll do it with something like that. As the op strikes well, everything's fine. And so, Circle will fall down. Round number 15, FFA Mix, actually a bit disappointing, very honestly. And why I'm saying that it's a bit disappointing is because of the half it initiated. But in the end, what a push. What a push to be denied by Kazoo. Third he's not getting. The op is then doing the rest of the job. So, as he said in his hands, is not an op, but if it's working, it's fine. There, good luck, have fun. NASR, get the 6th. Again, just pointed that one out. It was nothing else than a 9-1 lead we saw. A 6-0 start overall. And it's somewhat collapsed, which is a little unnormal. I'm going to call it that. And it's now NASA are the ones to bring it home. You can call Flattrue a little crazy here for that one, really. I mean, the matter of fact that they just mess it up like that. I'm saying that not because of a personal insult, but the matter of fact that he just keeps on, okay, realizing I'm not hitting those shots, I'm getting myself out in the public. And there it goes. But, okay, good night, kid cows. Sometimes I don't believe it. Sometimes I don't believe it. The shots those players do, unreal. NASR, patiently waiting. So Japs just taking out Breaker whilst he's going for the smoke. Brilliant move. And NASR is not even realizing what's coming from behind, but what a mistake from Black Eagle. The A site taken, and there you need to ask yourself, wait, how did he pass on to that? Still, the retake is possible. Havoc needs to get a one shot, and he is going to be the man standing there with still 2 HP. It's ridiculous. They'll make it now on the side with a kit, makes it work. Japs has to do all the big work, but Kazoo, there it goes. All done. All over. NASR with number 7. As Kazoo is taken out. So, you know, I mean, this run itself is not really going to have too much of an impact overall. I mean, it technically speaking shouldn't. And I say that for a good reason. It shouldn't. But there it goes. Black Eagle gonna be taken out next. Circle gets a free Mach 10. He's gonna run into Breaker. So round over. 8 to 9 it is. And T's are accumulating money. And Sinos and Co in this round, I mean, the Mach 10 is interesting to see from Zero Cool. Not quite sure what his thinking process was with that, but one of a kind trade, you could say. Players now approaching the site, 2 pistols to change things up massively. Havoc does it on his own. And Circle still got the Mach 7, but I don't believe this is going to make any change overall. And as he's trying, the Mach 10, sorry, Mach 7. Nine to 9, all tied up again. After a beginning, I mean, NASR once more, 9 to 1, ever since lost 9 rounds in a row. So, that's the story. But in the end, 4 AKs and a Galil. So, Breaker is looking to get this one rolling. And as they approach the B side, Sinnoh is the only man to really change things up. Caught though, mid-smoke. That's Frento. Yeah, Fletcher, no chance there in the end. It's just right now a little collapsing for FFA. It seems like NASR has a bit of a better game plan here. The bit of the better game plan they have. Nothing's gonna work. And ta-da! Round pretty much over. NASR on the 10th. And they accumulate money. As said, only lost one player, which is then no big deal. Though it might be them trying, yeah, to demolish their opponent. That's a good idea. That's honestly a very, very good idea in this. Because of course you don't want to see anyone to get a bit better weaponry in the next round. And you see FFA makes, I mean, they could force, I would not agree with that. And yeah, that's the way to do it. I mean, this is the way to force it up. Not to get me wrong, not just the pistol force here makes sense. And FFA mix though, they showed us throughout the entire day how good they are with pistols, or this sort of mixed buy in their hands. But honestly, I don't believe, like, I mean, Zero Cool has a good weapon in his hands, don't get me wrong, but should be forced out. No, where did the molly go? No, where did the volley go? It just didn't bounce off! You got to be kidding me, it didn't bounce off! And then he gets 2 kills! The Max 7! It strikes on every single basis! Don't believe what happened. I seriously got no words. Seriously got no words. And Kazu and Co, they collapse to this. But in the end, bomb's still down. The Max 7 in combination with a 5.7, it's not the easiest. But you never know what's about to happen. As they're getting close, it's especially disgusting. They're getting closer. Both fighting in the same corner. NASR, they only got Nami left. Oh, and they lose this round. It's unbelievable. Well, anyway, that crew of NASR falling down to this. Not the best circumstances. Team flashing as well. moment. Let's see. Let us see. FFA mix and their opponent. They also visited overtime previous. It's not something new to them. So, the one tap of Nami's beautiful, but it all collapses again. He might just get a frack. Does he get the CT flare? No chance. And again and again and again. We're seeing the opponent strike. NASR taking a break, economically somewhat down. And it's disgusting for them, really. It is disgusting for them. I would have not expected we go that far, very honestly. I would have thought NASR is steering a 2-0 out of this, because it's still, we're talking about a mixed team. We're talking about a mixed team getting that far in this game. We're talking about a mixed team baiting Nom earlier on, which I also thought is going to be super easy for them, but also being treated the wrong way. Maybe they're all just a little too cocky. Maybe they're all just thinking it's just a mix. I don't know. I can't tell you, but nothing's impossible. So let that just go down. And FFA, team with the better weaponry, and therefore should pick up the 12th. 210. And there you see. It's all fine. It's all working. It's all great. I got no doubts. They're doing that with ease. There's not even 1 single second where you can doubt them. And Zero Cool proves his worth. So this one right here is the round where it matters for NASR, because if they don't get it, it's pretty much over. And it's coming close to being over, let's say it like that. Because the problem that occurs... The problem that occurs then is basically... How do you put this? The problem that occurs is NASR doesn't have too much reserve money. 13-10. To see this accumulate even more, you know the entire story. And Zero Cool and Co, they stand a chance. Really, they do. And as we're waiting this out, it's 1 minute left for NASR. 4 players waiting, and that's the thing. 4. Frag number 1 found. Second doesn't go well. I'm not so sure if Flatro did himself a favor. But there it goes. They still got a bit of utility, not too much. And Sinnoh... Very interesting. The purpose of the smoke? Does he expect anyone to flank around? I think that is the only logical explanation to me, but I don't know if any of his teammates guarded him. Nevertheless... Do we try to sandwich? Take a look at the bump again. It's down banana. It's down banana and only Sinnoh. Yeah, they're flanking. They're flanking. And Sinnoh, now he knows. That must be the information given away to him. Gets the bomb down. No chance. That's done. That's over. And that's NASR losing another round. Under no circumstance he gets it. He even eliminates. Could have waited for after the time, but... NASR are down again. 3K we see on those players. Could just try to push through. $13-10. Unbelievable that NASR has dropped this to some degree. They were looking promising. Going down to the 2K. We gotta see if FFA makes actually don't struggle to this. You know, they can overrun you at one point when the brute force is getting your way. But there they come. There they come. Second molly would be great. Could just wait it out. There it goes. Again, a little early utility usage. And Sinnoh, he needs to buy some time for himself, because he needs to escape immediately. Otherwise, B is falling. B might be falling. In the meantime, another one just runs in. Havoc looks for the weapon. Look how dangerous it suddenly gets. Sinnoh's asking, how am I still alive? And when does he finally escape? Oh, Jesus. How in God's name? And how does he keep on taking the fight? This is just so debatable. Again, I mean, the problem I just simply have with this is that you're so low HP and you're opening up the B side to some degree. Happy that Zero Cool is there in time. And the majority of NASR is dead. Make it only one. Kazoo. I mean, you gotta consider it. And there it goes. First player not found. What is that play? Again, extremely confused. Why any player would stay A? How would anyone stay A? Jesus Christ, this is workable for NASR. He knows where he stands though. Got no molly or something and he still takes him down. And this is so weird because I'm extremely convinced there must have been information about a second player towards Banana. I don't want to be 100% sure about it. Oh, and Japs. Oh no, he has the lags. You gotta pull through. Oof. You saw him lag out. You saw him just have the struggles with the ping. Nevertheless, NASR on big money. Big bucks. It is about a slot for the minor, just to point that out again. Not just any random tournament, it's about the minor. NASR, oh god, looked promising to be a double, nearly lined up. Uh-oh, and that was not to be read. Japs, patience. Japs? Japs! Oh, what a whiff by him. The AWP can't strike. And so, only down to Black Eagle. Has two players which are quite easy to pick. Dodges Havoc. And he has the info about a player back on sites. Does he see the Black Eagle at one point? He goes up the hay wagon. He hears one. Oh, what a brilliant shot. Outstanding how he takes out Havoc, but this should still work in the combination. I don't see Black Eagle taking this one home, and he doesn't. NASR is there, back alive. It's so weird, though. I mean, yeah. NASR on the right track. I mean, FFA, they need to go into a proper run. The next one, they have done the right decision. And there it comes. Bang, he's out. Little plant coming in. And the thing is, right, it's 12-14, and I think both teams are going to get some flashbacks at this point. If you don't have flashbacks at this point, I don't believe it. So at least Zero Cool does a good bit of damage. Kazoo is looking for finding another player that accepts it. Looks down ramp. Circle knows. I'd rather keep that weapon. The better move. How problematic is this? FFA mix need this round, because otherwise NASR can bounce back massively, and I mean massively. And then again, good yank usage. Now out in the open! Out in the open! NASR! They have opened it! Unbelievable! FFA, it all collapses! I don't believe this. I really don't. It's just a riddle I can't solve. It makes no real sense to me. Really, it's so weird how FFA, this is the second time they have done this mistake. I can really not understand that too much. It's it drives me somewhat crazy, I have to say. I might sound mad. It's just a matter of fact that it's so odd. It's so weird. It's so not understandable. And then again, now it matters. Now it's time. Now you want to shine. Let's see. Oh, brilliantly done. FFA mix in such a round, right? It is such a weird round again. I mean, with weird, it's more likely the buy that is so odd to it. And let's see if that's gonna work. Switched up the weapons. Banana, it's gonna be fully attacked. Black Eagle in combination with a USPS, funny-wise. Once again, reminding you of the weaponry they have. But that needs to be a major rotation from FFA mix. Now. Immediately. There comes the boost. Does he set? Can't imagine it does something. In this case, it doesn't. Especially interesting is Sinnoh. As though they still find a frack. Unbelievably, they do. Sinnoh needs to be the game changer with his AK. It needs to be all about him, pretty much. Knows there's a player in dark. Does not need to take it without his teammates. He does, but finds it! My goodness, FFA! You remain speechless with those plays. How, in God's name? Absolutely unbelievable. Period. The T's have big time money. And that's round number 29. It's gonna be overtime. Let's be real here. It's gonna be an OT, isn't it? FFA somehow struggled to this one. Follow up also, I mean, because no money left. OT. I mean, I can sign that contract right now. Just kidding. I mean, we don't know what's about to happen. Could be the case. Depends on what NASR is about to deliver in this. Once more patient play. The nade took Nami down to 72. And here's the thing of one perfection play to then close this case, because this is the round they need. Not because it is only the number 16, but because of the buy that's coming afterwards. And the boost. Going back, safe approach. Mid Molly doesn't change a thing. It's all about Banana at this point. And they both went for both Mollies, which is a little bit weird, but it seems like they were just so afraid about the control they've lost that anyone could be nearby already. There's first smoke comes in. It's an A-side take, though. It's an A-side take. What's the bomb? Two of it to be. They want to sandwich that, and like Eagle, he gives it to just his teammate. Now he peeks in. Oh, could have been the double. It's not enough. 26 seconds. Patience is pivotal. Patience is key. Patience is not there. Zero needs to do it, and he whiffs the shots. He whiffs the shots. The bomb. Does it go down? Oh, it does not. It does. It does. It does. And that means just Black Eagle. He gotta do it with his teammates. 20, 50, and 100. HP-wise, looking quite alright here. Havoc being close by. It's the major threat. %, we're going in another overtime. 1,000,000% we're going in another overtime. It would be overtime number 7 in this game, in case we go into one. It's not like we're not used to it. I like Flatter's approach. Havoc has no idea. Havoc has, like, legit no idea. He's not even looking behind. In the meanwhile, though, it's all about B. Nice tack. Pardon. Not even a tack coming through. If he goes down Banana, there's one player awaiting him. It's Kazoo. Sees the head of Havoc. Takes one down. Takes a second. Oh, the damage he dealt. 2 players. And Eagle hears it. Strikes as well. Another player down. It would be absolutely massive if this round goes their way. Japs is just waiting. Black Eagle tried to peek at the right time. Molly goes badly into Japs? Japs! What was he thinking? The Opto on Sinnoh, he needs to hit the initial shot from start on. It needs to be just that AWP getting it done. And if he's going to make it work... Oh, where is the P coming? There it goes. Falls back. And this is the only smart move. Because now, it's all about timing. He hears the player. He recalls. He calls for a reinforcement. And they need to wait it out. It needs to be a combination. And the question is, what is the number 7 doing? It's just about time. He plays it smart, and it's the no-scope. What a way to finish it. An FFA mix. This is the point. I really have casted thousands of hours of Counter-Strike. And this is absolutely mind-blowing. Oh. 16-14. It happened. It happened, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. It's done. 16-14 for FFA Mix. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Zesht. I see you guys another time here on the StarLadder channel. Have a nice evening and bye-bye.